Hi guys, welcome back to the Gabriel Farmstead. I'm Rebecca.
I'm Naftal.
Yeah, and together we are the Gabriel Farmstead. So today we are showing you around our home and the progress we've made on it. If you are new here, thank you for joining the Gabriel Farmstead family. We are really happy to have you. Please do consider subscribing and referring us to your friends or recommending us, sharing our videos. We really appreciate it. This would be our 100th video. That marks a milestone. God, there's a fly just
It's
hovering
like
all
we're in
over my
winter.
face. Anyway,
Like we're in
anyways,
winter.
this will be our 100th video. What a milestone. We've come so far, and we are marching towards 1,000 subscribers. So please do help us get those 1,000 subscribers. We really appreciate it.
Mhm.
Anyways, like we said, today we are showing you around our home. We started this journey a few years back when we decided to settle on a communal land roughly 30 kilometers outside Okahao, deep in the bush, deep in the village.
Mhm.
But we have 10 hectares, which is roughly 20 acres. So we have ample space. We have animals, like you can see, the chickens have decided to grace us with their presence. Um, our kids have all the space to run around and just enjoy being on the farm. And we have been building this building we are standing on for a while now. We have not shown it to you guys before, but today is the day we decide to take you inside these walls and just show you what we have done so far and what is yet to be done. So I'm giving over to the head of the farmstead to kick this tour, or to jumpstart this tour. So let's go.
So my job is very, very simple. Just to take you through. And like she said, we started this project, I think 2020, if I'm not 2020 or 2021, I think 2020 during COVID and
2021.
2021.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's roughly 3 years now. It's gonna be 3 years. And for me, it's really just to take you through the one section of the project, and then my wife will take over. And I also just want to say it was nice to show you all the footage of the project, but I don't know,
That's a
maybe
video of another day.
yeah, video of another day. But for today, is really just to show you how how far we have come, like the stage of the project at this time. So what you see, this is the garage. It's a double garage, and I'm gonna show you one day, inside what is in there. I have big plans for this garage. So it's a two-door, double door. Initially, it was actually supposed to be a one door, but cost is one thing. So you want to say something?
Continue, continue.
Yeah. So we improvise, but still looks beautiful and very functional because the car can be here. You store your stuff here, as you open, then you don't have to show all your stuff on this side. So as you can see, we also have this beautiful sensor lamp outside here. This is very common for most garages, and it lights widely if you come here at night. It's light so far. And one will wonder, where do we get? We are deep in the bush. What is our source of energy or electricity?
Yeah, because we are very far from the grid line.
Yeah, so we are very far. Maybe I think 10 k's, because there's a grid line somewhere,
Mm.
10 k's from here. But what we are really doing now, we have a generator which is connected to the wiring of the house. So that's what we are using at the moment. But the future is really to invest in the solar system. Maybe 5 kilowatts. I think 5 kilowatts would be fine. But at the moment, we have 5.5 kilowatts generator that is powering our whole house. So this is just the line that is now connecting the two buildings, and it's going into the distributor. Yeah, in the distributor, and the generator is also in there. So here is a porch. It's a porch, and and this is the main entrance of the building. And as you can see, there's a light here. I don't know. Let me see. There's another one here, just to make sure that there's enough lighting. What I like about this entrance is the door for me. The door is just so amazing, huge. You can actually pass anything here. If you have maybe those big sofas, furnitures, you can pass them through here. And I like the snow windows here, aluminium.
Frosted windows, yeah.
Eh?
There's no
Frosted.
frosted
Yeah,
windows.
it's so beautiful because it has all the features. Like this side you cannot see through, but anyway, we also provide just an option to be able to see who is coming. It's just so
To
beautiful.
be able to spy on you before you reach our house.
Before we reach our house. Yeah, so welcome to the house. Welcome to the house. So this is the walkway in the house. But you know what I like about this place is the space here. You can actually literally put anything,
Yeah.
pictures.
I think one of my dreams is to have a beautiful canvas on this wall because it's nice and wide, so that everybody who passes through these doors knows who this house belongs to.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Yeah, and let me maybe talk about the switch. What I like it's this work was done by professionals, and the guys were really able to advise us to have the best. So as you can see, the wiring, the 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 electrical work. So you can actually switch on here and switch on the other side, which is so beautiful. So before I take you now through further, here is our office. Because this is a farm, we have to do serious business here. I think the echo is also one thing here because it's empty. Nevertheless, so this is the office, and it's so spacious, and it makes me wonder if really we are going to to use this place as an office or as a guest room or as a. It's just so beautiful and so spacious. So I think we have enough plugs. We have two plugs. Switch, so beautiful. So maybe we are going to put some mini few cupboards in here just for the files and more
And
cabinets and things like that, and of course chairs because it's an office. And one thing is the color. Don't you like the color?
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, and they call it Macedonia or something.
I don't know whether it's macadamia. I think it's macadamia.
Macadamia,
named
Macedonia.
after the macadamia nuts.
Probably. Yeah, so I like it. I love it. The color is just one thing because it's matching with the tiles. If you can just look at this, it's just so beautiful. And the ceiling, if you look at the ceiling, it's also professionally done. Because I've seen some ceiling where you see the hills or whatever you can call it. It's like it's not smoothly done, but if you look at our ceilings, it's perfect. And that's what you want. Now let me take you. This is just a walkway. This is just a walkway. I was asking, there was a time I was asking, why is this plug here? I just came to realize this is actually a plug that we need if you are doing anything, maybe outside of this side, because this is the nearest plug, I think, in this section. Yes, so on my right, here you have a laundry and the common toilet passing the garage. Common toilet is not yet done. The plumbing is not yet done. Yet to be done. The laundry, and then just the way through, like the door out, when you are doing your laundry. And then there's a beautiful feature also here, the window. Because if you look here, it's like you are enclosed. So you just need some fresh air, and it came to our mind to really just have a window here so that you are ventilated when you're here. So it's the machine, washing machine, the zinc to do your whatever you have to do that has to do with laundry. And then, yeah, this side, we would love to have some cupboards here, maybe cupboards to put whatever we
just
have
for storage.
Just for storage. And I think this will be the only cupboard that we have here for storage.
Yeah.
All right, I think my job will end here, and I will give it over to my wife to explain and show you the rest of the house. That includes the kitchen, the living space, the TV rooms. Yeah.
So I'm back on screen. not behind the camera. But anyways, so we are continuing with the living area and the kitchen, and obviously you understand why he had to give it over to me, because this is my office. Anyways, you can see that this house is still a construction zone. It's very much still under construction, although a lot of it has been done. We're still to do the plumbing. We are our carpenter and joiner is yet to come here. So that's why you are seeing some of the rooms don't have doors like the office, because that our joiner will do for us. And obviously the kitchen will not have any cupboards or cabinets or shelving at this moment. But let's start to my left. There's not going to be a door here because this is leading into what we call the cinema. It's going to be the TV room for our family. So we are going to have a huge ass TV in here, and we're just going to have family time and just watch movies, have play maybe games, fun. So this is going to be a family room. Really. It's also having a very beautiful view with a very beautiful open window that also gives us very ample natural light, which is really good. And there are more than enough plugs, whatever way we decide that we are redesigning the room and shifting the TV or whatever, it's going to be possible. And then I am standing in what will be the living area. There's also a beautiful window here. Please don't get distracted by the chairs, because and all this. We hosted Twapi's birthday dinner some few days ago, and it's just been so hectic after that. We haven't had the chance to put everything away. It's going to be put away, but just not now. So, anyways, this is going to be the living area. We are going to have some beautiful couches here, but there won't be TV here, because when we are chilling in this place, we just want it to be about having meaningful conversations, sharing jokes, about conversing with our kids, and sometimes entertaining our guests, just when the focus is really on them and not on the gadgets. And then, oh, I'm forgetting a feature that I really love here. Do you see this? So there are ample windows and a sliding door that will provide natural light and fresh air to this space. These windows are light sensitive, so if you are outside right now, you won't be able to see inside, because the outside is much more clearer than the inside. So whoever is on the side that has more light will be seen, but the one on the darker side won't be seen, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I really love the feature of the windows. It's a beautiful feature. And then we come into what will be our dining area. So we will be eating in this space. So we're going to have a beautiful table, chairs, and then we are going to dine here. And to my right, we also have a single sliding door. Maybe when we are eating and we just want more fresh air coming in here, then you can open this sliding door. It's also having light sensitive glasses, which we also appreciate. And then we have a beautiful window here and a beautiful window to my left. So you can really see that we have more than enough ventilation. And then standing here, oh yes, and the view. The view is nature everywhere. So the window to my left, the sliding door, it's giving you very beautiful view, undisturbed nature. And we are hoping that we are not going to encroach much into nature anymore, so that we have this view to preserve. And then this freezer is what we are using for the farmstead right now. It's a gas freezer. The gas cylinder is right here next to me. What I love about this fridge freezer is that it's dual. So on this side, we are having the freezer on this side, and then on this side, we are having the fridge. So I really love this because it provides us the option to store food correctly, without having to buy two freezers, which is also spending much needed finances. And then we are in the kitchen right now. First of all, I'm going to start here. So, like I said, our joiner and carpenter didn't join us yet. They were supposed to have been here some few days ago, but there was a miscommunication. So, we're still waiting for him to come, and he will most probably just come next year. Speaking of next year, which is tomorrow, this video might be coming out tomorrow, which is New Year's. So happy New Year, happy 2024, wherever you're finding yourself. We are hoping that the year is going to be blessed and filled with joy and positive vibes only. Anyways, this here is going to be my island, so I'm envisioning it already. The island is going to be having a stove, which will be connected to these pipes. There's a pipe that broke off that still needs to come back, to be installed back, and there's going to be a zinc here. I want this island to be nice and big and wide so that it's possible for me to sit with the kids, help with whatever projects they want to do while I'm cooking, and still for it not to be too cluttered. You know, when you have a very small island and you have so much to do, sometimes it gets very cluttered and your kitchen looks very untidy. So I want this to be nice and huge. Here we are going to have a freezer space somewhere here. Okay, so somewhere near this walls, we are going to have a freezer space. We are going to have a zinc here and then an oven to this connection. This plug here is for the microwave, which is going to be positioned somewhere here. And then we're going to have a stove top here. And this is what this plug is here for, in case I'm using some gadgets or some other things while I am cooking, or just the needs for the kitchen, they are going to be here. We are having the switches here, one for the oven and one for the stove. And the kitchen continues. So we are also going to have stove top here, a zinc here, more top kitchen tops. And up, we are also going to have some cupboards. And then right here, this mess you are seeing behind these walls, this is my pantry. So we're going to put a door here, obviously, because pantry is storage, and you don't really want everybody just coming straight and seeing what is in your storage.
And the lighting also, the lights.
Yeah.
You don't want too much light.
Exactly. You don't want too much light in the pantry. You know, there's a saying in my culture that says, in the mahango storage, which is our primary source of food or our staple food, you don't allow kids to look in there, especially when mahango is depleting. So this is also the what we want to do here. We want to keep it closed, dim, so that kids don't see when the food is running out. Anyways, so I'm having some kitchen stuff that we've been using, but it's not organized yet, and the shelves are not done. We are having a very small window to let some light in, but we don't want too much light in here.
Maybe you put a curtain or
Yeah, I will definitely put blinds just to make sure that it still looks very classy. Okay, so that is it for this building. Now we are going out. Did I lock you? No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, it's so beautiful outside. Really, really beautiful. Anyways, so now you can see there are two buildings, one to my left, one to my right, and then there's this open space. The idea was that we wanted to have a chilling space in the middle here. So this is going to be one building in the future. We are going to enclose it, and we are going to interlock this whole area that is here. And this is where we'll be entertaining our guests. And when it's hot inside and we just want to chill outside, this is where we are going to chill. Also, the idea being that most of that is mostly the living area where we are going to spend the day outside, and to my right is mostly the sleeping area. We wanted to separate the two because the village house tends to get so many guests, and some we didn't want people invading our private space, which is our sleeping area. So we wanted to make sure that it's out of reach for just anybody who comes to the house, although they can reach in the other one. But anyways, we have huge plans for this area. This is actually probably going to be my most favorite place when it's done, and really I cannot wait until we are at that stage, because I'm itching to show you when it's done. Anyways, we are now going to take you to the other side of the house. So come along.
So right now we are just at the, this is what we call, after dining, you just come here before you go to bed and then just have some time with the family, maybe devotion or, and we are planning to have, if you can come here, Lavi, I don't know if it's here, but I see there must be a plug somewhere here. Yeah. Maybe having a TV here, I'm not sure, but we are here to decide. A TV here, maybe just family time, you know. Yeah, so like I also explained on the other side, we are a family of 5, so there will be pictures all over this place. So and this is our first canvas, and this is me, my wife, and the two, yeah, the boy and the girl. That's Tatoa and Gabriela. And then this is our wedding canvas, very beautiful. And we are yet to decide where to put it. I think there are only 2, right?
Yeah, so far there's only
Yeah,
two.
so there are only 2. And yeah, so we have enough space to really decorate the place, and we don't want to go too fast on this because we want to really make this place, a place of memories, to create memories, a very beautiful place. So we are not going too fast on these things. So maybe I can take you to the guest room. So this is the guest room, and the guest room. See, beautiful Christmas tree. So we celebrated our Christmas tree this side, not on the other side. I think by then that place was not done yet.
It was still very much under construction.
Yeah. So and this has been done ever since I think last year. So we've been spending most of our time here. Yeah. So this is the guest room. It's pretty much I think the same size with the other one. But one thing I like about this place is the view. It's first of all is the size. It's so when you go to some houses you find guest rooms are very small because guests they just come 1 day, 2 days they are gone, so they don't really get this spacious place. But this place is just totally different, and they have a very beautiful view. And our plan is really not to block or to put anything to hinder or block the view this side. It's really just to make sure the guest has also a view to enjoy. So in this room, like I said, I like the cupboards in this place. And then you also have how do you call this?
It's a study area.
A study area.
Yes,
They have a bench here. Yeah. And then we are here to we are here to give, or our first visitor, our first guest will receive, of course, a wine. I don't know. Yeah, non-alcoholic. So yeah, so
That's non-alcoholic.
it's non-alcoholic. I don't know
sure?
what. I don't know who brought this here. I don't know if it's you.
I know
It must be you. I wouldn't buy. I wouldn't buy something like this. Okay, so beautiful. And if maybe we could, if we have maybe books or anything just for visitors to spend some time reading, we can also put a few things up here. Yeah. So after here, I can take you to my boys' bedroom. My boys' bedroom. So far from the guest and the master bedroom. So and oh, this is okay. So and one thing beautiful about this place, you find that each room is a different color, different thing, and so I think this is a common color, but yeah, the boys they like it. I think they are the ones who chose it.
This was actually chosen by the boys themselves.
Yeah. So in the cupboards, pretty much the same with the guest. I think it's no. I think there's a difference when it comes to the car.
Yeah, it's just the size of the cupboards, but the design is pretty much the same.
Yeah, but I think with the guest, it's not a two door. It's just a one door.
There's a 2 door on one side and a 1 door on the other side.
Yeah. So, but for the boys, still they have their bench to study, to do whatever they have to do with their computers.
Yeah, and for the boys, this is one of the biggest rooms, and obviously we chose the bigger room for them because there are two. This
Yeah.
is Gabriela who's one, and
Yeah.
obviously the guests would come and go, so we didn't really need the biggest room for them.
Yeah.
So apart of the masters is obviously the biggest, but then follows the boys'
Yeah.
rooms.
I see
And I would
that.
tell them that you stole their stocking.
Yeah, I see they have a stocky here, so I will not leave it here. Yeah, so I don't know if you could notice that this room is really bigger than the guest room. It's so huge, and they also have a very beautiful view. I don't know if you.
Oh, the view.
Yeah,
The
so
sunset is so beautiful.
they have a very beautiful view here. So just that it's getting a bit darker, but you can see the view. And like I said, we are not going to block this view for them. They should enjoy the view. And I think that okay. So it's a one window. Yeah. So the view is just so beautiful. Wow, I like the view. So, and one thing also maybe that I don't want to forget that is so unique about the place that is totally different from. Okay, we are going to see that later. Is the plugs. They have the plug here.
The guests are also having that.
Yeah, the plug. Yeah, the guests are also having the plug. Yeah, so for the computers and for whatever. These boys, you never know. Maybe they would want to have TVs later in life.
There are 2 points here. One is here, and one is covered by the bed on the other side.
All right. Oh, so there's two plugs here.
Yes.
There's actually 3 plugs.
Yeah.
In this room. Wow, beautiful. Okay, so should I go in the bathroom? Okay, so as you can see, guest room, boys' room, and then we have our daughter's bedroom. But unfortunately, they have to share a bathroom. But the guests also have to use their bathroom. So, but nevertheless, okay, here is the switch for just for the front, and then this is their shower. But I just want to explain. This is a compromise actually. This is supposed to be a toilet, and then because the plumbing was done later after the foundation, so we ended up using this as a shower. I just want to give that out.
But I think it ended up being a blessing in disguise because there is no window in this space. Just imagine a toilet without windows. It really ended up being a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, so ventilation is there for them. I hope there will be no naughty kid to climb to see that my boys were bathing. Yeah, so like I said, this is the bathroom. They have the toilet there. They have the tap, and then the zinc, and then just a cupboard for a few things. And I see we are abusing it with our construction items, the paints, and
and I think while we're here, I just have to tell them that we are in an area that has a lot of termites, and although we hardly experience termites inside the building, obviously because we used what do they call it? Poison?
The poison.
For termites when we did the foundation. We still keep Blue Death and something for termites
just in
handy
case.
because on the outside, if you have a table or wooden feature outside of these 2 buildings, then just in a few weeks the termites will make a meal out of it.
Yeah, and I also just want to explain something here. When we came here, I think the first time we slept in this place, it was the issue of the light and everything because we didn't have a generator by then. So we were going to see it in the next room. A panel, I think it's 100 watts, panel or 150 watts, and then the inverter just to charge our phones and the lighting. I think we had some bulbs, although it was a challenge to use all of them. Yeah, so that just to
But
explain.
we hardly use that anymore. You guys have seen the chilling space, the boys' room, the guest rooms. Now we're going to Her Majesty's room, the princess. So Her Royal Highness will be sleeping behind these walls. But, ta-da! You are going to see that we are storing a lot of things here. One reason is that, obviously, like we said, construction zone, the other building only recently became a much easier space to live in. It was pretty much construction all over. So we kept, this is the second generator that we use for power, apart from the one that is powering us now. You are seeing some of my traditional baskets there. So pretty much most of my kitchen things are kept here. And so this is the panel my husband was talking about. And throughout the video, you would see this. There's one here, there's one there. And I'm sure if you have paid attention, you've seen a lot of them. So my husband had a good idea of buying his precious girls, Her Majesty, a swimming pool that came with those bowls. And they pretty much became a plague on this farmstead, and we don't know how to get rid of them. There were, I think, around, is it 50 or 100? And now we have less than 20 that are in this building, and everywhere you go on this property, and I'm telling you, we have 10 hectares, which is roughly 20 acres. It's just those plastic boats. And I am putting an end to it. No more. No more. Anyways, like I said, only kitchen things are being kept here. Her Majesty is going to be sleeping with us pretty much for a long time. So if we need the space, why not? But the way she's so big on ownership, if she was old enough, I would come home one day and all my things have been thrown out of here. How would she say it? No, mommy, it's mine, my room. No, stop it, mommy. Ah, yes, so this area where we are having our Christmas tree, we really just wanted a space where our kids could run around. You know, when you can play soccer in here, you can play a little bit of netball without you are going to play hide and seek with the balls. We love badminton, so you can easily play badminton in here. These dresses are some of our old dresses. They were brought here because we wanted to use them in the bedroom, and then they ended up here. And more than a year now, we kept saying we're going to relocate them. And every day became tomorrow, and tomorrow became more than a year, and it's still here. So we are having cupboards here. And guys, notice we are not opening our cupboards for you. That's pretty much because what is behind the doors is not for show right now. I will be cautious enough and open Gabriella's wardrobe for you. But some of this no, but at least you know there are wardrobes here. So this have hanging space, and this is just for normal storage. That's probably for the bags, and the blankets and the sheets. Yeah. So we are entering the master's or the main bedroom. We are in, guys. So this is our master bedroom. It's the biggest room, and you're probably wondering, but it looks quite small. It looks pretty much the same size as the boys, almost, but no, it's the bigger one. We have Mrs. Chair here that I'm using as a bedside table. She's not here. All the kids are at my mom's for holiday. If she was here, she would be chilling on this chair. She loves it so much. So we pretty much keep it here. This is one of those lamps that we use when the generator goes off. Like we said, we live off grid. By now, you know. So these are okay. This one, oh, okay, no, it is. So this is a rechargeable side lamp. So when the generator is on, we pretty much charge them. By the time it goes off, it will be fully charged, and then we use it roughly for 2 or 3 nights. They are very, very strong. The battery life is very good. So this is where we rest our bodies after a long day's work. Guys, if you know of a child who grew up in the village, they will tell you the village house always have something to do. And that's very true. By the time you retire to this bed, you feel like a walking corpse. So every day you come, you take your beautiful shower, and you just collapse onto this bed. And yeah, it gives you the most beautiful sleep. We have a carpet here, and we use this carpet most of the time. We just love to come here and sit. You sit here, you just chill, you play games with Gabi. She enjoys this space where you just tell her stories. She runs around, and by the time she's tired, we can then retire to the bed. So, these are our storage space or cupboards. So, the cupboards are more than enough. Like I said, I will be cautious enough to open Gabriella's section because she's the guest in this bedroom. We gave her the smallest cupboard, also fitting her size. So most of her clothes are obviously not here because she went for holidays, but this is where we keep all her clothes for now. And her baby, who's one-legged. I don't know where she threw the other leg. This is Auntie Dina. She's named after our firstborn, one of Gabriella's favorite people to name her babies after, because this is the third doll that is being named after Auntie Dina. So Auntie Dina got to pay us, I guess, because we are babysitting while the mother is away. Anyways, babysitting means putting her away in the owner's cupboard. And then we open this cupboard, which is not really a cupboard, because this is our ensuite. So inside that cupboard or those doors that I just opened, we are having our ensuite. So to my right here is a small space where we are going to be keeping most of our folded clothes. So we are already having some. This is a shoe rack. What I love about it is that it's not a straight one, but it's a slopey one. So it's easy to just put your shoes in here and forget about them. We are having Mrs. Shoes there besides the father. I always laugh when I look at them because look at that size versus that. Oh my goodness. It's very funny to see just how far a human being would come. And so, and this space is also not properly done because when they did the measurements, or when they ordered, I think, the materials, they forgot to order materials for those two drawers that we want to be down there. So he promised that when he's doing the other side of the house, he's also going to take care of those ones. That's why those are laying there undone. And then it's leading you into our bedroom. We are having, oh, bathroom. We are having a full bathroom. So to my right, we are having our bathtub and then the toilet right there. To the left here, we are having the zinc that we are using. We are also having a tabletop that will be converted into a cupboard. This was again one of those miscommunications, and then the materials were not ordered when the quotation was done, but it's going to be taken care of together with the drawers and the other side of the house. And then this is my second happy place, guys. Oh, this shower is so refreshing, so relaxing, and always very much needed and comes in handy. The good thing with our country is that we live in such a hot country, such that this time of the evening, the water is nicely lukewarm. So you just stand in here and you see. When I'm in these showers, I'm better than the most celebrated songstress I sing in here, fam. Oh, Anyways, to my right, we have a small space that we can put our soaps. So you find the bar soaps, some of the toothpaste, sometimes you find the toothbrush if you come with it here. But yeah, so this is our master's bedroom in a nutshell. Yeah, guys, so in a nutshell, that is our house. And like you saw, this house is still work in progress. It's still pretty much a construction zone. Most of the things are not done. But we have shifted in and we are living comfortably. We moved in here, was it last year
I
or
think no, the
2021?
other year.
I think December 2021.
It's 2021, yeah.
Yeah, and since then we've been living here. It's comfortable, although there are some inconveniences seeing that construction is ongoing. Like we said, we want to build our haven, our dream house. We want to make sure that it's perfect. So we are in no rush to say no, let's just compromise and do this or that. We are taking it one step at a time. So yeah, and it's also a matter of saving up. It's a big house, so it's taking up so much of our finances, but it's all worth it at the end of the day because you want to live in a house that you're comfortable in. This is the place we are going to retire to at the in our old age, and you wouldn't want to make us to do a sloppy job now because when you are old and you need all those finances for your medical expenses and all your heart's desires when you're old. You know, when you're old, one day you wake up and you just want to eat boerewors the rest of the month, and you wouldn't want to take. I'm sure his grandmother would kill me if he was here. If she was here, because
Very
right
well.
now she is demanding for milk, for chicken, and for sweets every
Smooth.
single
Smoothie.
day. Yes, smoothies, those mint sweets. And when she gets them, she eats them like a child and finishes them. And the next day she sees you and she's like, "Oh, those sweets are my life. Milk is my life." But you're like, "But grandma, we bought some for you
Yeah.
yesterday." But she's still like, "No, that was yesterday."
Old age.
Anyways, yeah, old age, man. Anyways, like we just don't want to spend so much money on a house when we are old or taking up our retirement funds. So we want to do it while we are young and energetic. Also because we want our kids to enjoy the house they're growing up in, make memories here, and by the time they are old, they can tell so many fun things about this house. Yeah. So maybe what would you say was one of our biggest challenges building this house?
It's one thing I can say. Of course, finances is one thing. Because looking at we've been building this house for how many years now?
Um,
I can say 3, 4 years now.
3 years, 2020, no, 3 years, 2021, 2022, 2023.
Yeah. So you have that image in your head, but to see that image coming to realization, you need finances to to make it a reality. And the one thing is also that when a project is being executed in your absence, it's just something because sometimes these contractors they will tell you we need what and all that, but you are just not so sure if they're really gonna use that money for that particular item. Although we were very smart enough to really make sure they provide us with all the receipts and everything. But you remember um, there was a time we needed some items, and the contractor said he has a plan, like it has to do with the roofing, but he has a plan to get from a person, and it costs 6,000 or something like that. And it was like maybe it's expensive in the shop, but he has a
And
plan.
they always do this.
Yeah, but then
Always.
when
When
there's
there's
no
no
proof,
proof,
it
yeah.
becomes very hard. But we paid about 6,000, I remember. It's one of those things.
And for me, I would say, in addition to that,
Mm,
um, I don't know whether that's a challenge,
mm.
but it's just explaining why finances became a challenge was also because we went around looking for a contractor. You know this habit in Namibia, and I'm sure it's probably the same in a lot of African
What is that?
countries, where people just hire somebody from the village to build for you. They don't really look for the most qualified person, for as long as this person can put bricks together and put on the roofing, they feel like no, the person can build.
Can build, yeah.
But we wanted our house professionally done, so we ended up hiring a contractor. Contractors don't come cheap, so obviously he also took up a good chunk of the finances. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's really worth it because you wouldn't want to spend. Cheap is expensive, in the long run, and we just didn't want that. So we ended up going for a professional contractor, and yeah, that really made a dent in our finances. I think so. One of those tips is to get a contractor who's not so expensive.
Yeah, it's not so expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who's affordable. I'm not saying go for a cheap contractor who doesn't know what they're doing, but get a reputable person who's not costing you an arm and a leg.
Yeah. Maybe just to add also on the tips, just as a way to give anybody watching, as a an advice or what we have learned through this process. It also be good to get an artisan. Yes, artisan that know how to do the
That is
job.
good at their craft.
Yeah, good at the craft. But that artisan doesn't have to be those other exaggerate. Because you find some artisans, they are very good. They do their job, but they are not registered. They don't have companies, so they don't give you that commercial kind of quotation. You get it? Yeah. So and you end up saving a lot on that
Yeah.
because you can negotiate but they know how to, like the electrician, the tiling, the plumbing. You don't have to get a guy from Windhoek or a company from Windhoek or from Ongwediva or whatever
Yeah.
to do the job.
And now that you spoke about Bentuk, we are roughly 30 kilometers out of Kahao, headed into the bush. We are really in the forest. And when we were looking for a contractor, I made this mistake of writing on social media that I'm looking for a contractor who's reputable to build for us a house outside of Kahao. So this guy came forth and said, no, I'm very good. I'm located in Bentuk and I'll cost you this much per kilometer
You see,
in addition to his
labor.
charging fee. Guys, we are around 800 kilometers out of
Away
Bentuk.
from Windhoek.
800 kilometers away
Before
from
you
Bentuk.
start, you already maybe spend about 30,000.
You know, it was so funny when I counted the fees and the kilometers. I couldn't stop laughing, and it was just a lesson, man, that most of the time, if you want a job well done, do your research, but it doesn't necessarily always mean you need to bring in people from big cities. We ended up getting somebody who's local, who wasn't charging us per kilometer like the other guy wanted to do. And so, yeah, we got the house done. Although we are saying the contractor took up a big chunk, if we had gotten the guy from Veduk, this house wouldn't be standing.
Maybe to be
because
foundation and yeah, yeah. No, it's really a good thing to get like the point you're saying, to get a person that is affordable but still doing quality. And the local guys, you find, I mean, these houses, like in the nearby towns, they are not built by those commercial big
people from
companies.
mega cities.
Yeah, it's the local guys who are also trying to make a living, but they know how to do the work. Those are the people that you need to capitalize on. And I think we are very cautious to make the selection because we took some time to after we got the guy, he had to show us around the kind of projects that he did,
some of the houses he built,
yeah,
and we heard from the people he constructed for. They gave us reviews
yeah,
in person,
in person, yeah.
because we didn't want the thing of doing it over the phone where you are receiving pictures that
They are
have
the
no
one.
proof that he's really the one, or the review that you're getting is really
Yeah.
credible.
Yeah, and it's not just the construction; it's everything. The tiling, you call people, even the cupboards. We got the guy, this Tate, very good Tate Mukoshi, very good carpenter, and we got a reference from one of our friends actually said he's very good, and indeed he's very good.
Yeah. So getting people, if you can get somebody who's been referred to you because
Yes.
of their reputation, it really costs you. It
Less.
saves you a lot of headaches. I think one of the other challenges that we had was that these houses was started at a
During COVID.
point when I was pregnant, and I think I was thinking with pregnancy brain, because I don't know whether some of these colors we chose them together or it was entirely me. I don't know. It's a color that is okay. I remember saying no, I want it because it brings lights into the house. I wanted white tiles. At the current moment, I don't really like this color much. And the white tiles are a pain. They are a pain when you have kids. It's mopping morning, afternoon, evening, night, and I'm getting fed up. Although, although I don't know, I'm still in love with the white tiles. I still think
It's
that we're going
classic.
to enjoy them when the kids get a little bit older and they understand what being clean and keeping your house clean is. It's just that at the moment, it's really
Yeah, and
challenging.
and and the other thing is also because we are living most of the time here, and this is like a living space and also a sleeping, yeah, sleeping place.
Yeah.
And I'm
So
sure
we are
as we
actually
start
based here, like
completing,
80% of the time we're here.
yeah, as we start completing, like okay, that place is already done, and I'm sure we are not gonna stay here most of the time. We'll just come here for sleeping and just saving our time before we go to bed. So I hope that will be, and also just to add that it's only the white tile is only actually in the corridor and then
For the chilling
a
space, the
veranda,
corridor,
yeah,
and the bathroom.
and the bathroom.
Yeah. So the rooms have different tiles.
Yeah. And on the other side, I think those tiles are very.
Yeah, they're creamish, grayish. I I didn't want white tiles anymore after experiencing the labor of love that I have to put in to keep this house clean.
Yeah, no, it comes with some effort.
Yeah.
I
But
just
it's
wanted to add
beautiful.
also before we call it off the video to say this house we are calling these two building houses, but um, at the end of the day, this is going to be like a traditional kind of or traditional advanced house, and you can, if you are a Vambo, you can just imagine how far we still have to go.
Yeah.
So this the living space, the bedrooms, but still there's other traditional structure that has to be added to the house.
Yeah. We have a very, very long way to go.
Yeah, but
It's dictated by tradition, but we have another sleeping room for me called Onjugo. It's compulsory. It has to be there. It's a must. So despite having this ample space, because of tradition and culture, we still have to get that. We need Oshoto,
despite
which
having a
is
living
a
space,
yeah,
like living room or living space on the other side, you are still or you are yet required to have that place. Yeah,
yeah.
it's a
So
tradition.
we're required to have Oshoto, which is a chilling space for the men
Yeah,
and kind of like a greeting area for the guests.
and also I think the fire is the most powerful, or how do you call
Yeah,
it?
you like the fire there. It's like,
Every day.
yeah, every day apparently to ignite the fire and the unity of the house. I don't know, but I love that concept. So even if I were to rebel against culture, I think I would still have a
Yeah.
shuttle. I find it very powerful. We are also required to have traditional kitchen, a logo.
Despite
Despite having the kitchen that I would love so much, in our culture, that's not kitchen. Kitchen is an open area where you have three stones to make fire, a wooden stove. And that is why you saw that cooking place that I showed you outside. It's a logo, but that's temporary because we want something more permanent. I'm using that now, although it's going to be demolished by the end of the year. Hopefully, by next year, we would have done the Oshoto, um, the
Njogo,
Onjuo, and hopefully
the
the
kitchen.
logo. But no pressure, no pressure. We don't want to put a timeline. If we cannot, why not? All we promise you is that we'll take you along this journey and we're going to show you a completed house in how many years? We don't
Maybe 10
know.
years, for as long as...
You know, for as long as there's progress, even if it's just thinking about the project, we're going to do this like, scientific writers. You know, when you're writing your thesis, sometimes you just have to think. Just
It's
that
already,
thought is progress.
already
So this
progress.
is the
Approach we are also
approach we're going to take onto this house. But anyways, any encouraging words or any message?
Yeah, of course, what I want to say to the young people, are we still young? You know, I want to say to the young people, you know, don't be discouraged to build in the village, to invest in your village. I think it's just it's freedom. You know, do what you feel you want to do with your life. If you want to stay in the village or to build your beautiful or your dream house in the village, go for it. And there's just so much advantage into it because the land is literally is for free. I can say,
We paid $600
Mhm.
to get these 10 hectares,
Yeah,
and we pay, is it $20 to the to the traditional
traditionally,
authority every
yeah,
year
yeah,
for our house.
yeah,
$20 is like what? It's a drop in a well, you
yeah.
guys.
It can't even buy a beard nowadays.
You know,
Yeah,
and for the amount of space we are having, the freedom.
yeah.
And if you were to try and build just this one house in town, this will cost you an arm and a leg.
And the rate and
Yeah,
taxes
yeah,
and
exactly. It's very unfortunate that we work away from
yeah,
so far from our village. But if we were to get job opportunities here, we would definitely come and settle home because this is a very peaceful life where you wake up to your animals, to your land, to nature. What wakes me up nowadays is the birds chirping, and I wouldn't want to live any other life apart from that. So I am also just encouraging everybody who wants to build in the village. Don't listen to the naysayers. We've had
about
it
property
all.
investments
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that.
we've had it
Yeah,
all. It's some people said no, you can't build such a big house in the village.
it's
It's
a
of
waste
no
of
value.
money.
It's a waste
Yeah.
of money.
So
Rather
who knows?
invest that money in
Yeah.
town. But
But
it's
who
not
knows?
always about selling, right?
Yeah. But also who knows? You can have your beautiful house in the village, but if it's about investment, making money with properties in town, you can still, you have to work hard as a young person and still have a house in town. What's
Yeah.
wrong with it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I actually just don't want people to build a house with a mentality of future investment, yeah,
Monetary
monetary
value.
investment or selling or whatever. Because I feel like a house should be your comfortable place that you want to run to keep for generations.
Yeah.
This is
To
a
do your
house,
farming,
yeah, this is
like
a
we have
house where
goats, we have sheep, we are planning to have cattle, and that's commercial. At the end of the day, we're going to have maybe to get something out of it.
yeah,
It's also
exactly.
an investment if you look at it.
Yeah, so build a place that you're comfortable to live in, a place that gives you that motivation to leave town. Like for me, when I'm in town, every time I'm looking forward to that weekend that we're going to visit the farmstead. I'm looking forward to December holidays because our December holidays are so long, they are roughly a month. And you just come here and all of a sudden it's like a load taken off your shoulders because this is where we want to live. It's beautiful. Guys, we're having a bug here. Usually at home I'm the bug killer, and I'm witnessing my husband trying to be the bug killer for the first time in his life.
And I just wanted to.
I guess once you live together, you really start resembling the other person, and he's turning into. Anyways, guys, this video have Ow, leave me alone.
Drag
I
on
don't know
for
what
too
this is,
long.
whether it's a fly or, but I just want
Yeah,
to
we just have so
overrun.
much to share, and I
Yeah,
think
perhaps we can do another video on the tips and the challenges And we're going to do a detailed one because right now we only gave you the ones that came to our mind and they're not properly arranged or organized. But if you really want us to make that video on some of the detailed challenges, how we navigated them, and some of the tips we can give you, you can leave that comment down below. But other than that, I just want to thank you for being here today, for listening to us. We actually really appreciate you guys. This is going to be our 100th video
For
for
the for
for
what?
YouTube.
Okay.
Our 100th video for YouTube, and 100 videos is a milestone. We are marching towards 1,000 subscribers, so please share our videos, like the videos. Liking the video helps with the algorithm so that other people may see our content. So please, I'm encouraging you to please, or I'm asking you, humbly asking you, requesting you to share the videos. I'm humbly requesting you to like the video,
Share.
share, like, hit that notification bell so that you are notified every time we're releasing a video. But share the word of mouth to your colleagues, to your friends, to your neighbors, and especially if they're interested in farmsteading and homesteading and farming and anything to do with animals, and gardening, because this is what we're all about. Other than that, from me, Rebecca,
Gabriel, Nafta,
it's peace out.
peace.
Until next time, we love you.